Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Wuxing Wang Pai Tai Chi Chuan. I see that there's a couple of you here. Oh, looks like one. My eyes are a little wonky there. All right, so this morning we're going to do our usual warm-up, and we'll do our standing. We'll do the knee. Move in front of here so you can see the black on the white, which gives you a little bit more contrast for viewing movements. Nice central equilibrium, soft and buoyant in the legs. And with the bouncing expansion. Remember, we're expanding from our center outward in every direction, like a sphere that just expands. Really get that feeling through the dantian, expanding to the front and back and all sides. You can even take a moment to just direct the energy that way. And then we'll go right into a bounce. Nice and relaxed. Just drop the shoulders. Try to get this feeling as you bounce of this up and down internal movement, like there's something moving inside and you're guiding that flow up and down, so that the whole body, instead of just the arms or just the legs, just the muscles, the vital chi, the yi and mind intent, all work together. And then counter swing. Nice and relaxed, just letting it flow. Try to see if you can get a feeling of the right and left channels flowing up and down, but also turning back and forth as you work. This is very internal. What's going on inside is a lot more happening than what's going on the outside. My intention is much more complete internally than just the movement. Guiding the mind up and down those right and left channels, letting them rotate as they move with the body. or as the body moves with the intention. And column swing. You'll notice there's an active energy, almost as though I'm like in Wu Ji as I move. Yet I'm not propping or stiffening. It's just an active flow of energy and intention. Notice I've altered the pattern. Instead of here and here, I'm now here and here. Still maintaining that awareness and the sense of the energy flowing up and down these right channels as they twist and turn. Always elongating that Zhongding, that Chongmai, central equilibrium. Zhongding meaning that central equilibrium, Chongmai meaning central channel or penetrating vessel. And then counter column swing. Same thing here. It's nice and smooth. Chi is flowing up and down those right and left channels. Active and alive. Deeply rooted and extending and flowing. Changing position from the palm up to the palm out. Less up now and more out forward. Notice how that changes the feel and the intensity of where the energy flows. It still flows the same way, but it changes where the intensity of the energy is. It redirects it. Same thing as if I turn the palms up and I'm going more forward than up. Playing around with all of this is really valuable because it teaches you a lot about internal intention and how to use these right and left channels. This entire sequence is really, really important to this particular system. There's not a lot of systems that I've encountered that deal with these right and left channels. At least not directly that I've encountered. Maybe inside hidden door or behind hidden door or inner door teachings from some teachers they do. Maybe I just never got there within dragon, which then led to the formless dragon. And nice and relaxed. And I want to start with our 7 posture standing Qigong. Okay, so I'll start with your rooted Jianzhuang, a good Jianzhuang stance. Gather the Qi. Elongate the spine. Make sure those shoulders are down. A gentle pressure, but consistent and firm with the palms. out. As we come up, we make sure those shoulder blades stay down. Pillar of the sky. Pay attention to those right and left channels and the tensions that may be around them in the tendinal muscle channels, and just release them. Drain downward. Drain. So we slowly bring the arms out and down. Not in a rush. Smooth and consistent. Palms out. Palms turn towards each other. Gathering the Qi to Tianmo. It's Yin Tong, or the mid eyebrow point. And down. Turn the hands to form that sort of triangle. Press out, up. Again to the level as though your mid eyebrow were right in the middle of that triangle. Elbows down. Again, draining downward, but a gentle expansion. Counterbalance the energy of the expansion through the palms and fingers with the Ming Men in the low back. And the bubbling well point in the feet and the Bai Hui point at the top of the head. With the weight of the elbows, pull the hands out and down until they get to shoulder width. And then down. Turn the palms towards each other. Back up to the Tianmo or Yin Tong, that mid eyebrow point, gathering the Qi into the upper dantian. Compressing it down through the middle to the lower. Gather the Qi like you're going to hold the tree or do Wu Ji. Once you're in the Wu Ji position, you fold the arms and turn to the side so you can see it. So from here, I've got my nice upright elongation. I bend the elbows here. As you can see, the fingertips are facing each other right about the base of the throat. Remember, the energy goes out and down. So it opens here in the thyroid, and the thymus opens up, and then the palms energy helps to press down the right and left chins. press down those right and left channels. Gather the chi. And Wuji. Gather the chi to the middle dantian, just drawing it in. And press it down to the lower dantian. Gather the chi to Tianmo again. As though as if we're doing Taiji beginning, we roll up. And then the arms come down parallel to the ground, right about solar plexus level. Elbows to palm is essentially flat. And my whole body sinks and presses the earth. Press down. Gathering the chi of the lower dantian. Drawing the chi in. And pressing down. Extend the tailbone down. Open up the hui yin by drawing up through the central channel gently from the Tizengong. Extend through the right and left channels downward. The central channel elongates. And close. Shake it out for a sec. And hands, wrists, and fingers. The other way. Elbows. The other way. Shoulders stay down. And reverse. Remember alternating fingertips together with the palms facing each other, fingertips towards each other, palms facing out. Keep those shoulder blades down. Open up the yang channels in the back. Opening up the chest and shoulders. Trunk twists from the center. Shift and turn. I don't want to keep striking that. There we go. Working my way up the rib cage. The shoulders. Across the upper chest, collarbone. Solar plexus, mid-back. Down to the dantian. Patting the waist. The hips. Widen the feet. Nice deep stance. You're going to pull those ball and socket joints open and open up the space in the hips. Just moving the chi. The other way. Rotating back and forward. Trying not to tilt the pelvis too much, but move back as I open nonetheless. You can see from the side, I move back and open, forward and open. But I'm not doing this. I don't want that tilt. I want to really open up the hips without that tilt, keeping the center line upright, all the way down to the Hui Yin point. I don't remember which way I was going. I think I was going this way. No, I was going this way. I don't know. Go back and forth a few times. Shake out your legs. Patting the leg. Brushing the knee. And the other way. Notice I unweight the leg. People ask me, why do you always spend so much time on all the warm-ups? And I'm going to tell you, Dr. Hua was very, very focused on this with me. He said, never skip these. In these warm-ups is the discovery of the body and the mind-body connection. Circling the other way, feet stay flat. Learning to have this consistency of attention, focus, and energy through the whole process not only warms up the body, but it prepares your mind. And many of the overall benefits can be found in these basic practices. Legs. Shift into one leg, ankle and hip. And there's something very powerful about having a consistent routine that is the same, that you sink into over time. That one took me a long time. It was not something that came natural to me. Go the other way. I used to have to work at consistent practices. I was always changing from one thing to the next, trying to get something new, something to keep me from boredom. And once I started to sink into a practice over and over, ankle and foot, I started to learn something. I started to realize that I was bored because I wasn't really paying attention. I only thought I knew things about what I was doing. New discoveries every day can be made. Sometimes the great discoveries you make are when you stay within a boundary. Because instead of going outside the boundary to try to look for something different, you start discovering more inside the boundary, and that's how you get depth. Brushing the grass. Other way. Behind. Remember that heel stays down. Extend. And then the other way. Step up so I don't kick that screen this time. Leg out. Out to the side. I hope I didn't just change the channel on the audio. And then back. I think I did. Oh well, we'll find out. Cross behind. Sit into the stance and twist. Keep the spine upright. And then back up. Knee to the chest. Knee down, heel back. And knee back, press the hip forward. Back out and around. Open the hip. Remember, rotating open and extending that way, using all the muscles of the glutes and hip. Just gentle expression, just a gentle extension there. Left side or the other side, ankle and hip. Other way. Foot and ankle. The other way. Brushing the grass. Other way. Behind, extending back, get that heel back and down. Other way. Extend the leg out. Out to the side. And back. Cross the leg behind. Sit down into the stance. Twist the spine. Back up. Knee to the chest. Knee down. Heel back. Knee back, hip forward. Leg out. And around. Open the hip. Roll it open. Extend that way. Check it out. Elongate the spine, lift the sacrum, fold the waist, flatten back. And reach down. Each inhale, we elongate the spine, lift the sacrum and heels away from each other, extending the heels down, lifting the sacrum, extending the tailbone and apex of the head away from each other. Play around with where your weight is in your feet. Play around with where the tensions are. Try to release them. Always exploring. Turn to one side, keep the body long. Explore, shift your weight back and forth from leg to leg a little. See what that feels like. Where is the tension? Where can you release more? Other side. Two dragons circle the pond. Back to center. Bend your knees, hips underneath. Elongate and straighten the spine, sink down. Keep everything open, gentle compression with the legs. Ending little stretch. Hands come down, stretch into the hips, rock back and forth a little. Move back so you can see this a little bit. There you go. So I'm here. My knees are on the outside, as you can see, right? I put them on the elbows, and I just sink my weight forward and in, stretching those inguinal muscles. If you want to do a suspension, that's great. It's not required. I like to do at least one a day, just to let the weight sink and open those hips. And now we come back up, rolling the spine up from bottom to top. Dragon spine, serpentine action from the spine all the way up. Making slightly bigger serpentine movements, the dragon movements here. And we keep the palms up. Dr. Why used to say, you can't do it slow, you can't do it. I'm going to go the other way. First we start just sort of pressing and sinking. We still got that dragon spine going on. now the palms stay up. So they come over the shoulder. We shake it out. In, we're going to rotate these right and left channels in, and then powerfully spiral them up and out. So, and we rotate them out, and powerfully spiraling in and down. And then twist and shake up and out. And that's our Jiban Gong. That's that warm-up sort of Wuxing calisthenics. There's more. Swimming Dragon Body, Dao Yin, and Iron Dragon Qigong is all part of it. If I do all of them in each class, I mean, that takes, to do them all justice, it takes over an hour just to do all of that. So sometimes I mix other stuff in and bring them out. But I like to be consistent with a base practice for most people. And the Swimming Dragon Body, Dao Yin, and Iron Dragon Qigong is a fantastic practice, but it isn't an absolute beginner practice. You should learn all these other ones first that we do here in this warm-up. All right, so let's start working on, we'll start with the transitional form. We'll flow through it, right? And then we'll go into the Swimming Dragon section. So the transitional section comes after the mirroring left and right, the long mirror section. There's two different mirror sections. After the long mirror section, we've come up and we've got an immortal pounds the mortar with the left hand. So, out and sink. Now, when I do this, oftentimes in the form, come up, I do the immortal pounds the mortar, and I widen. And press and expand that Mingmen back as the hands go forward, and circling palms to the left. One. This one comes to the center. Notice this one rotates. Here. And just like the chin style shoulder stroke. And up, this hand opens and comes down. Long uppercut. Squeeze to the right. Press. Roll over the top and pull back. Notice my center line is still upright. Come back. I'm slightly left of center, and I'm going to drop into the center. Right punch down. Deflecting left and right. Left. Right. Turn the foot. Let me turn this so you can see the feet a little better, because this next section, footwork is important. Okay. And also come over here. I've got that deflect right. I've got deflect left and right. Turn the foot. Notice how I start here, and then as I go to step, I bend the knee and rotate even past that. Now this takes a lot of flexibility. What you have to make sure you're not doing is torquing your knees. If that means you can't go further, that's fine. Just don't make a 90-degree turn. So if I'm here and I can't turn that foot all the way open, so then I just leave it here, and when I step, rather than step here, because I'd be too narrow, I step out here. And then slightly right of center. But what we're looking for is a 90-degree turn if you can develop the hip flexibility without straining the knees. So we've got that deflect left and right, turn, long sweeping cut. Remember the hands, you get that cut. Hands come up the center line, do that little piece again. Deflect right, long sweeping cup, and press. From here, so you can see the hands. Notice I narrow the profile. Right fist under left palm. Okay, set that from within the position. Right fist under left palm. Step back. Pulse monkey. Bring that around. Notice. Okay. So let's take that from, let's go through that entire sequence here. From this deflect right, I'm going to do short steps, long sweeping cut, and do the way Dr. Hua always taught me if you didn't have a lot of room. Very small space. Cross the hands, open, back under, turn the foot, back up to shoulder width. Come into the middle here so you can see me more easily. I'm not in the shadows. Okay. From here, roll down, up. And now we've got dragon stretches his wings. Come in. Notice that foot turns and comes down. Pivoting. I want you to be able to see the foot. Let's do this again so you can see my feet from here. Dragon stretches his wings. Come down, pivot the foot, shift, pivot on the ball of the foot. Back, up, expand, and back in, pivot on the heel, pivot on the ball of the foot. And both hands are out. Back hand comes over the top as I turn this foot in, I turn this foot in. Power of the immortal. Press, pull, and Whitey presents the fruit. Come back, both feet are slightly pointing in and down. Open. Whitey presents the fruit. Open, down, and back up. And the left leg in, switch the feet. Left leg grounds, right leg comes up. White crane kicks with one leg. You do that to the front so you can see it. So I've done the Whitey presents the fruit. Come back. White crane kicks with one leg. Here. Butterfly touches the water. I sweep to one side. Over the top. And down. This hand will go out. This hand will drop down. This leg will kick. Green dragon stirs the waves. Leg comes back in, foot goes down. Foot goes down. Turn the foot. Shift into the leg. Step out. Elbow left. Press. Elbow right. Split. And grasp the arm. We roll under. Here. Think of the whole body here. Let's look at that from the elbow right. Elbow. Elbow. Split. Roll under. Grasp the arm. So you can see what the hands are doing there. From the side, we've got elbow, split, roll under. Notice I go to my left and to my right. And as I go to my right, I'm going to turn this left leg in and press with this hand, levering with this. Then I shift back into the left leg, turn the right foot. This hand is going to come back and down, back here, but not really behind me, to the side. And this one's going to come up. And I'm going to sink. And I straighten my leg as I come out. Fair Lady threads the shuttle. Okay. Let's take that from the elbow again. Elbowing right. Got split. Grasp the arm. Turn that leg in. Rock back. Turn. Sink. Turn that foot. Press. Passing clouds. Palm out. Turn. Grasp with this hand. I don't know if you can see it. It's backhand. And up. Okay. Take it from this side so you can see it from a different angle. Passing clouds. Down. Notice when I come down and I set my heels in line with each other. Okay, it's here, come down, heel, sit, hammer fist. Turn the foot. Reach under, sweep open. Take it from this hammer fist here. Different angle. Turn the foot. Sweep open. Double uppercut. 1, 2. Cross the hands. Just shaking it out. Okay. Let's flow from, and where we'll take it from. Deflecting left and right. Long sweeping cut. And press. Yes, we're doing a whole sequence. Almost everything we've covered today. Right fist under left palm. I do a very small step back and repulse monkey. Setting shuttle and crossing the hands. Move over to dragon stretches his wings. Back out and back in. Turn. Dragon lashes his tail. Okay, skip that one on you guys. Because I broke it down. Sorry about that. Power of the immortal. Press. White crane or white egg presents the fruit. Turn in, down. White egg presents the fruit. White crane kicks with one leg. Butterfly touches the water. Side. Down. Green dragon stirs the waves. Elbowing left and right. Left. And split. And grasp the arm. Turn back and look at the moon. Fair lady rides the shuttle. Passing clouds. Amethyst. And dragon sweeps the sky. Double fist, double elbow. Split. Arm lock one more time, or grasp the arm. Turn back and look at the moon again. And two dragons passing. White egg presents the fruit. And then it goes to the other side, which we will not do today. Okay? Close. I know it's challenging to do this in an enclosed space sometimes. So hopefully you were able to make that work. It's a challenge at times, but move around, just trying to get the sequence. I know for some of you it's newer than for others. And if you have questions, send me questions. I'm happy to answer them as best as I can. All right. Thank you guys for joining me today. I wish you blessings of radiant health and peaceful, happy hearts. And, check out my other live streams. I've got a live stream Qigong class that I'll be doing in about an hour on Facebook, on my Facebook page, The Occidental Taoist. And then I do another live stream every Wednesday afternoon from 1 to 1:30 called Tea and Qi, The Occidental Taoist, which I explore different teas, talk about their health benefits, and I do more Neigong, more internal Qigong, where we sit and do more meditative type Qigong practices. So there's a lot of variety of what I'm doing, and in the future, I will continue. All right. Thank you guys very much. And hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.